Our Type 91 submarine has approached very close to Okinawa on a routine intelligence gathering mission. However, we were detected briefly by Japanese ASW assets, and now their ASW net is closing in on us. The Type 91 submarine is now tasked with retreating towards territorial waters. An enemy surface force is rapidly approaching at a speed of around 25 knots. We also are aware of at least one single Japanese submarine operating nearby. JMSDF aircraft out of Kendina Air Base may also be tasked with locating us. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to Sea Power, Naval Combat and the Missile Age. Today we are playing the final PLAN mission, which was released with the PLAN patch a couple of weeks back. We are in command of a Type 91 class submarine. NATO reporting name is Han. This Han class submarine was operating near Okinawa, gathering intelligence and such. The Japanese have detected us and are not too happy that we are in the area. They are proceeding to look for us and trying to kill us. Our task is to escape. Now, if we take a look at the map, you can already hear active sonar just banging away like crazy. We have a sound contact, track 7003 here. Speed is 26 knots. They are really freaking booking it. For some reason, our pre-planned course has us heading east for a little while. We are not going to do that. Let's just try to get out of here. We don't want to avoid these shallow waters here. We do have noise contacts here. They're moving 4.4 knots, heading due north. Hopefully those are all just neutral assets. Another hostile vessel, Japanese vessel, has been detected. Track 7001, moving 10 knots. Got any information? It'd be a Yamagumo. That is, looks like possibly what this one might be, or a Minigumo, potentially. What's this? Track 7005, heading 4.4 knots. Okay. I'm assuming all of these are just little fishing boats. Yeah, fishing boats. So we are... yeah, that's a fishing boat as well. We are going to ID all of these little guys as neutral. And frankly, if you are going over 10 knots and heading towards us, like this track, 7002, I'm going to assume you are, in fact, hostile. Now, this is a tricky setup. Another noise contact, 18 knots. Could be a merchant ship. Yeah, that thing's moving pretty fast, isn't it? I think our best bet is to avoid these shallow waters and to cut through down to the south. Another potential option is heading around to the north. We'll cut down south for the time being. We are going to drop down below the layer, though. I don't really want to operate up here. We do have U4 torpedoes and U3 torpedoes. Our U4 torpedoes are our anti-surface torpedoes. We take a look at those. They do have a range of 8 nautical miles. That is very good to know. Let's draw an 8 nautical mile ring around our submarine. And these guys are already almost in range. The target down to the south has been identified. It is a Yamagumo. Let's see. It has ASRock. Range 6 nautical miles. I'm going to assume pretty much everything here has ASRock. Let's see, 6 nautical miles. That is what I am really concerned with at this point. Them just dropping Mark 46 torpedoes all over us. And if this guy is closing in at a speed of 28 knots or so, they're going to be in ASRock range rather quickly. We could sprint out of here, but I think we lay in wait, we buy our time until we can fire and just sink these surface ships, clearing the path towards the escape area, because this is a long journey. It's a long way to survive without being detected. Passing 177 feet. Okay, we have a development. An aircraft just flew over us, dropped a sono buoy. Pretty darn close to us, I heard the splash. So that's concerning. We do have this track 7006 right next to us. We are closing in on it. I think I am going to hide underneath this little merchant vessel, this little trawler. And we are going to follow this all the way up north for a little while. And if we continue to stay underneath them for a while, potentially these merchant ships, or these warships, excuse me, off to the east will just pass along as we continue on north. We are going to do that. Turn north. Let's position ourselves underneath this merchant ship. And if we do that, there's multiple benefits. One, that aircraft's magnetic anomaly detector will be nullified. So if they're flying around, they're going to pick up, you know, this little trawler, not us. We're directly underneath it, so that's good news. Also, this little trawler is quite noisy. And hopefully that'll mask us a little bit here. Well, that's the current plan anyway. We're going to try to position ourselves underneath this trawler. Hopefully we can make it happen. We came to a complete stop here. We're just down here waiting for the trawler to kind of close in on us. And as I did that, picked up some interesting contacts here. One submarine here. Course 180 heading 3 knots. We have another contact moving 15 knots. So this sub is heading down south below the layer, 3 knots. Something's been identified as a hostile sub. This one down here. Let's lay low. I'm thinking this is an enemy sub. Yep, okay. Definitely. 3 knots. Possibly a diesel electric. So they're going to be very, very quiet. We have their position here. Mark it. Now, if we hear them, there's a good chance they also hear us. I would like to come up above the layer. And I wish I could just start moving at like 2 knots. I really want to crawl. Okay. Start moving. And we'll line up with our trawler friend. And we will fire 2 torpedoes here momentarily. We are coming up. Thermal layers at 309 feet. We've lost contact already. New passive contact. Okay, warships here. They're moving 5 knots, so they're listening right now, and 10 knots. Once they speed up to a speed of 20 knots again, we are going to fire our torpedoes. All stop. That submarine is in the way. And that submarine definitely hears us. Okay, complete stop. Just wait for this guy to accelerate again. Okay, we are directly behind and underneath this merchant ship, more or less. We'll work on that. Let's check range. 6 nautical miles, almost in range of their ass rock. How fast is this guy going? Still 5 knots. Still really slow. Okay. Go deep. We'll fire below the layer. Probably the safer option anyway. I could fire some of these anti-surface torpedoes now as well. We fire first, get some hits. I just wish this guy would accelerate. The second contact's continuing at a steady 10 knots. And we just lost contact on our submarine friend. Okay, dropping down, depth 320. Thermal layers 309. All stop. We hear him? Let's hear him. Nothing. I wonder if they've stopped too. They're going deep. Okay. We got the contact. Moving 3 knots towards us. One single anti-submarine torpedo. Fire. There we go. 1 torpedo away. All ahead 1/3. Come back. ASW torpedo. Fire 1. Or anti-surface torpedo, excuse me. Fire 1 at that target. Fire 2. 2 away. Alright. 5 knots. Above the layer. Above the layer now, please. Right underneath this little merchant ship. Let's see. Wonder if this guy's speeding up yet. Yeah, 14 knots, 15 knots. Okay, so they may not hear these torpedoes coming in. Very good. We're going to pop up above the layer now. Which is also beneficial. Passing 300 feet. Thermal layers at 309. Bad news. Mark 46 torpedo is in the water. We have been detected. This was not fired with ASRock. Okay, another torpedo's in the water. Got it. Target's heading away. They're running. Mark 46 torpedoes are nice and shallow. Another torpedo inbound. Okay. Time to backtrack. They're heading this way. Okay, come around. What's their depth? 200 feet dropping down. 1 torpedo is actually tracking the merchant ships. The other one, not so much. I need to sink one of these. Fire another torpedo. Ensure they go down. Okay, there we go. Torpedo away. Torpedoes, 36 knots, passing 400 feet. Okay, continue heading north. Continue heading north. Looking at the range of Mark 46 torpedoes, if they were fired from here... Okay, the warship's running away. 8 nautical mile range. Okay. I say we run. Okay, change course. Very deep. Go very deep. We have another sound contact over here, which we could hide underneath. Potentially. The Japanese warships are turning tail and running, attempting to evade. Problem is that airplane's up above us. Okay, very deep. Away we go. We get out of their range bubble here, and we're golden. I'm gonna have to clean up this map here soon. 1 Mark 46 torpedo. Okay. I keep making decisions and then getting information that changes my thinking. This Mark 36, or excuse me, Mark 46 is spinning around. I'll stop. Let me listen in. Noisemaker's been dropped up to the north. Submarine's dropping noisemakers now. Good. This Mark 46 torpedo is a problem. It's at 440 feet. There's 3 torpedoes in the water. Okay. We're running. We're running. Very deep. Very deep. All ahead. Standard. Everyone's making noise. We'll make some noise too. Okay, good. We got the enemy sub moving 18 knots. Send another torpedo their way. Fire that off. There we go. Torpedo away. Keep running away. It's time to escape. Noisemaker in the water, and just drop one here. Mark 46 torpedo detected, closing in on us. 445 feet. Okay. Keep running. All ahead. We're already going. All ahead full. 15 knots. Keep heading at this angle. That's fine. U-3 torpedoes closing in on the Japanese sub. Our anti-surface torpedoes are just running. Chances are they're going to be able to just blitz away and outrun those. So there is that. This torpedo. Come on. Give me something to work with here. Oh, this is our time to really just run. Less I'm distracted. Causing all sorts of problems. 20 knots. And we should be out of Mark 46 torpedo range here momentarily. Which will also be very, very nice. We have been sprinting for a while. I'll stop. Just listen real fast. Torpedoes. Yeah, they're not doing a whole lot at this point, are they? I mean, they're pretty close. Pretty close, but not close enough, I don't think. Problem is everything's also in our baffles, isn't it? Lost contact on the sub. How far away is this? We bought some time, 21 nautical miles. That was a torpedo. That's what that was. Okay, turn south. Turn south. We'll clear our baffles, listen. Mostly for these warships here. This U-3 torpedo is heading this way. This one, not sure if it's acquired anything or if it's just swimming along. Regardless, wasted a whole bunch of torpedoes. I have little faith that any of these U-4s are going to find a target. Okay, updates. All of our anti-surface torpedoes have exploded. They are all gone. One U-3 is just swimming around and probably not going to find anything. The most pressing threat at this point in time is track 7027. This is another submarine. It was heading north though, and it's possible they're still just heading on north, no longer a problem. We'll see though. We are going to get up underneath this little fishing vessel and pop up above the layer to do a quick sound check. If everything's looking okay, we are going to keep running at best speed to the escape area. Now, one thing that is a problem is the aircraft. Hopefully they have expended all of their sono buoys. We will find out, won't we? Torpedoes have been detected in the water. Mark 46 torpedoes. I wish I had a good idea of where this guy was. Are these searching? They're on a steady course, 290. I'll stop. Let's see here. Okay. Fire one single torpedo right there. I think we have to come up to fire these anti-surface torpedoes. Just come up right below the layer. We're pretty darn deep. We're just gonna keep laying low here for the time being. We'll slowly come up. I'm not hearing a third torpedo, so that's good news. These guys are operating. These torpedoes are at 279 feet, so they're above the layer. We are now at 700 feet. Torpedoes, Mark 46 torpedoes have gone active. They're spinning around over there. Okay, they fired at the extent of their range. Fire one torpedo right there. Whenever I can. Passing 600 feet. Actually, belay that. I want a good fix. We'll fire a couple more. I just gotta keep them out of ass rock range. If I can do that. Current depth 600 feet. We are 0.18 nautical miles away from our trawler friend. Can't see her, but she's there. Okay, we are about to hit the thermal layer. Go above the layer. Get ready to fire. We are picking up the submarine that we fired at earlier. She's moving 15 knots away. Not really a problem. Not really a huge concern at this point. She's almost at max range here. Jeez, we just have a long way to go, don't we? Okay, 315 feet. We should be above the layer, right? Almost. Here we go. Okay. Turn to starboard. They might be to our south. Actually, turn to port, hard to port. Clear baffles. Noise, okay, that is in fact a submarine. Not surprising in the slightest. I think our destroyer friends potentially are behind us. New passive contact, something way up to the north, got it. Well, we could just keep with this merchant ship. That may be our best bet. Instead of just messing around with this. Drop down below the layer. New sound contact. 28 knot. Oh my gosh, they've passed us. They've passed us. Okay, keep this turn up. Mark this position. They're moving 28 knots. Oh, you have made a mistake. They're very close though. So they're going to drop ass rock all over the frickin' place. Okay. Where's your friend? Above the layer. Stay above the layer. Your friend's been behind you almost this whole time. I have no reason to suspect they are not now. Okay, below the layer. Steady on up. 2 torpedoes at that track. 1 away. 2. Okay. Single shot. Off in that direction. Single shot off in this direction. Just spread them out. Okay, with that done, we are going to turn back and get underneath our little merchant friend here. Torpedoes are closing in on the target. She is not happy, as you can tell, and they just blew up one of our torpedoes with their ASW mortars. 2 contacts, 2 submarines. One's moving at 15 knots. She may not even hear us here. We're going to just 2 shots here. She is at 465 feet. We can set our search depth here. Below the layer. Send 1. Okay, 1 torpedo away. Okay. This second torpedo will go deep. Single shot towards the target. Okay, 2 away. Hopefully we clear the northern path here. We have this other sub closing in. She is out of range though. I think this is the first one we fired at. She is coming back around for more. Okay, let's start moving. All ahead 1/3. Let's come up above the layer to hide from these submarines. Not hearing any active sonar. It seems like the warships may have abandoned their search. Well, bad news for us. The enemy warships were not hit by any of our torpedoes. They all missed, which is very unfortunate. The good news is they don't know where we are, and we are still underneath this little trawler, making our way out of the area. We are taking a roundabout way, but I think we may be able to escape here. Okay, a whole bunch of torpedoes have been counter-fired. What's this one's course? Course 164. Okay, come left. Very deep, very deep, very deep. These torpedoes. What are you doing? Fire 2 more at that target. Type 54 torpedo. I don't even know. I don't even know what this one does. I'm not sure. Oh boy. Okay, well, 2 more away. What else are we working with here? Okay, cut through the shallow water. Very deep. Very deep. Okay, all ahead, standard. Really get moving here. Maybe we can try to beat them and they won't activate. This torpedo is spinning around. Hopefully it acquires something. Come on, you can do it. These torpedoes have proven to be quite unreliable. We are going to lay noisemakers in our path as well. 2 more torpedoes heading towards the sound contact. The warships are heading towards the escape area, which less than ideal, but we'll deal with that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay, we are nice and deep now. All ahead flank. All ahead flank. Good news, the Type 54 torpedoes have begun conducting a circle search in this area. We are now heading away from them. We are going to hug the shallow water pocket and just get the heck out of here at this point. We are done. We are done. We are low on torpedoes. I've been firing torpedoes just to keep these guys off my back. And also, I would like to sink something, to be completely fair. But distracting this sub, getting them out of the area, and then pretty much all we have to deal with are these guys way over here. They are still, they're heading 300. Oh, they're turning around. Yeah, that is what they're doing. Okay, we cut real far south. I think they are going to swing back and patrol up to the north. So we're going to head really far down to the south. Hopefully that will save us. One of our torpedoes has actually managed to find something. It has found a Japanese submarine. Here we go. About time. This is a heavyweight torpedo. It is going to really mess this sub up. There we go. Massive impact amidships. You can see her engines have come to a screeching halt. That submarine is done for. Okay. We're way down here. Slow down. All ahead 1/3. Just listen for a moment. That's what I need, just to listen. Okay, noise contact right here. This other submarine coming down to the south to deal with us. What's the status of our torpedo tubes? Almost loaded. One submarine has been dealt with. The second one here, that's closing in. She's closing in at 18 knots. What's her depth? 450 feet. We may have to swing around, destroy the sub before pushing on. All ahead 1/3. Do not cavitate. We're going to track this. Obviously hostile. If we keep heading south, and she continues on her course, which is possible, we'll be firing at a distance of 2.6 nautical miles. That should give our torpedoes a pretty good chance. Enemy submarine is sinking. That's our first kill. Bad news. Type 80 torpedo in the water. Noisemakers, all ahead flank. Type 80 torpedo in the water. Fired. Probably in their dying breath. Okay. 34 knots. Keep running. Let's see if we can beat it to its activation point. We backtrack and it activates past a point of our sub, then we are in business. Speed 24 knots. Good. We've lost contact on the other sub, which is freaking going to be a problem. What's the range to that target? 5 nautical miles out. Okay. Backtrack. This is risky. We're very... Okay, 0.3 nautical miles. Okay. Passing right alongside us. Okay, slow down. All ahead 1/3. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Has not activated yet. Okay. Slow down. Reestablish contact on our friend. What's her speed? Still 18 knots. Just booking it. Keep heading this way for a little while. Halfway tempted to fire a single ASW torpedo at this guy. Kind of want to wait until she gets closer. Mostly because our torpedoes have proven to be rather unreliable. We have fired a lot of torpedoes and have very little to show for it. I'm sure the Japanese are thinking the same thing over there, though, to be fair. We are 2.34 nautical miles away from the enemy submarine. The Type 80 torpedo detonated. We are going to come up above the layer. The Type 80 torpedo continued on a straight run and detonated. We have identified this other Japanese sub. It's racing towards something. Not sure what it's doing. Regardless, it is 2 nautical miles away. We are getting ready to fire. I don't want to just... We could just fire now below the layer here. The problem is, they may pick us up easily if we do that. We could also try to maneuver into her baffles. That just does not seem super possible at this point in time. Increase speed, 10 knots. What do we have? What is this? Wow, okay, she just fired a torpedo? Are you kidding me? Alright, fine. Below the layer. How rude. Are you... Fire. Send one their way. Send another their way. Can't believe this guy. Okay, 2 torpedoes out. Change course. All ahead flank. Noisemakers in the water. Okay, torpedoes are on a pretty good intercept course. Now, this torpedo's course is 334 degrees. I am not sure what they fired at. We are picking up those 2 warships are up there. Okay, heading this way. Got it. Yeah, if these 2 warships are up here, I don't think they're going to be much of a problem. So this is really our last big hurdle. Hostile sea, yep, got it. Unsurprising. Torpedoes are now 1.5 nautical miles away from the target. The Mark 36 torpedo has run aft of us. We are going nice and deep. Nice and deep. It looks like the enemy is dropping noisemakers now as well. Our torpedoes hopefully have acquired. Come on. They're pretty darn close. 0.28 nautical miles out. Target's at 350 feet. Torpedoes are moving to meter. There it is. Coming into view. I think we got her. Our last big hurdle. Yep, both torpedoes are going to hit. She's done for. She's firing. Impact. 2. Type 80 torpedo has been fired off in our direction. We are going to switch courses. All ahead flank. All ahead flank. Type 80 is coming back around towards us. That submarine is absolutely destroyed. I don't know what the heck they're firing at. Probably. Well, it's got to be us, right? You would think so. Okay, Type 54 torpedoes coming around that way. Change back up. Go back the original way. Okay. And the submarine is sinking. She is going down. Good news there. We just got to evade this Type 54 torpedo. More noisemakers in the water here, please. And that's 2 enemy subs sunk. Okay, Type 54 torpedo is doing a search pattern. Not good. We're moving as fast as we can, though. SSN 404 is moving at flank speed just to put as much distance between us and the scene of the crime. To the front of us, it looks like the 2 warships are still continuing on their course. We do have 1 single warship behind us. She is moving at 10 knots, not moving very quickly. So I'm not sure she is going to be much of a factor here. Good news, folks. We are very close to the escape area. So pretty much a mission success. We're just about 5 minutes away from the barrier. That was one hell of a mission. I had a lot of fun doing that. I particularly love submarine combat, as you all know, and this was pretty darn difficult. The 2 submarines operating below the layer obviously gave me a lot of trouble. Same with these warships. Lucky for us, they kind of got distracted by something up here to the north. Maybe another Chinese sub that they are preoccupying themselves with, but thankfully, whatever it is, it took some of the heat off of us. Here we go, victory! Submarine 404 has successfully reported in during preset check-in time. 404 reports it was attacked by JMSDF units but successfully escaped the area with intelligence data, also transmitted within its report. Radio intercepts from Okinawa and Miyako area show large-scale ASW hunt by the Japanese without success. Commander of Submarine 404 will be decorated for valor on return to Shandong. Victory is ours. Fantastic stuff. Exit the mission. Okay, that was a very fun mission. 2 enemy submarines were destroyed, and SSN 404 was undamaged. Well, folks, that is going to do it for today's video. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I'll see you all on the next one.